Hi, everybody. My name is James Frazier, and today I just wanted to give a kind of a shout out and also a bit of a review of my experiences with Pilot Institute. I'm a recent graduate. I recently graduated the Unmanned Aircraft General course for Part 107, and I would like to just share some of my experiences. And to start out, this is actually kind of a work in progress over several years. I started learning about drones back in 2022, I think, which, in terms of going through the Part 107 course, is actually quite a long time. The course is advertised to take about 2 weeks, but it took me about 2 years to get it done, just because, to be honest, a lot of the information didn't come naturally to me, and it was kind of hard to do, and I'll explain that. So, back in 2022, I really wanted to get a DJI drone. They looked amazing. The footage and the trailers and everything about them that I saw online was so fascinating and cool that I wanted to give it a try for myself. So, I looked it up online and I decided to pull the trigger and buy a DJI FPV drone. And when it arrived, I started looking into it, looking into research, just wanting to make sure that I knew what I was doing to operate it safely. And something I realized was that if you really want to understand drone operations and how to operate safely around people or for commercial purposes, then the best way to go is to get certified under Part 107. So I started looking around for options, and one of the first options to come up when I searched for that was Pilot Institute. And the thing that really drew me in, kind of hooked me in, was their money back guarantee. On their website, it says that if you go through their course and you fail the exam afterwards to get your registration and your license, then you can get your money back. And to be honest, when I first saw that, I actually was like, you know what? That sounds kind of fishy. That sounds like something that a scam site would say. But I thought I would cross that road when I get to it and just give it a try at first and take them at their word. So I bought the course, and when I started the course, not only did everything look legit, it looked very professionally done. The website was very clean and polished, and when I got into the videos for my course, I realized just how technical and legal and very well structured the course was. Um, there are sections for legality, operating your drone within the law. There's sections for weather, airspace, um, being able to look up hotlines for weather theory, and just all sorts of information and resources for making sure that you're operating safely and within the law. And within a week or two, I got very overwhelmed by the course. I quickly fell behind with my deadlines, and I decided to just put it on the back burner, and I kind of forgot about it for several years. Fast forward to a month ago, I was just kind of looking at some of my old documents, and I came across my notes for Part 107, and I thought, you know what? Let's give this another try. It's been a while. Sure, it was really overwhelming, but all the information was good. All I need to do was just get it into my head, you know? And so I gave it another try. I went back into Pilot Institute and started going through the course again. And something that I realized was the refund that is offered is only offered if you don't follow all of the criteria. You can't just, breeze your way through the course without trying and then take the test and expect to get a full refund. They want you to try, and they tell you so many times, and they really set you up for success. And it was kind of stressful for me leading up to the test because of all of the disclaimers, but it also felt really comforting knowing that the team at Pilot Institute cared enough for me to actually try and give effort and pass the test on the first try. So I worked and I worked and I wrote things down and I committed some things to memory, and other things I really just made sure to that I actually studied it and understood it so that I didn't have to memorize it. And come test day, I knew everything. It's not a single part of the test didn't make sense to me, and everything in the course made sense as applied to the test. It was a very comprehensive course, and it not only prepared me for the test, which I scored high enough on that I actually got this T-shirt, which I very much love, but as I've started doing Part 107 operations, I felt confident. I've been able to look up the resources I've needed to look up. I've been able to understand where I am legally. I've been able to look at certain operations of people and say, no, I can't fly in that open air assembly of people, or I can fly in this situation where maybe there's less people. And it's that sort of thing that I wasn't expecting from a Part 107 course. I knew that I was trying to get myself prepared for the test, but because of just the enthusiasm and the zeal that the team at Part 107 had, not only did I pass my test, but I also decided to print out a flyer so that I could alert nearby pedestrians just to know, there's drone operation going on, and here's a quick rundown of the basics just so that you can be safe. And I also got myself a flashy neon vest just so that people can see where I am from a distance, and also that if I'm ever operating a crew, they can understand very quickly where the remote pilot in command is. And it's those sort of details that I would have never really thought about if I hadn't taken a course with so much care put into it. And just in conclusion, I want to say that this course specifically has benefited me very much, not only because of how well it prepared me for the test, but because of the care put in by the team and just the effort to make sure that I understand the material and care about it myself. I went from someone who knew nothing about drones to over time learning that, you know what, maybe this doesn't come naturally to me, but if I put the work in, it could come naturally to me. I can do this. I can be a safe professional flyer in the future. And I am at this point. I'm confident with what I've learned. And with the few jobs that I've done after receiving my license, this is just a temporary license, by the way, but with the few jobs I've done, I've felt very confident in understanding where I'm at legally and with airspace and with weather. And I would just like to give a shout out to Pilot Institute, to Greg, the instructor, and everyone else, wonderful people on the team, just for helping me through the process. I would absolutely 10 out of 10. If you're looking for a convenient place to learn about Part 107, I would recommend Pilot Institute. All right, have a good day. Thank you.